Hey, Dr. Luke here. I want to talk today about a not so fun subject, but one that we really have to talk about. You got to realize that when we're starting a business, part of the reason you're working with us is because you don't have all the personnel that you need to do all the specific roles in an organization, right? Well, at some point, you're going to get a little bit bigger, a little bit more busy, and you're going to want to partner with other organizations, maybe other small companies, and you want to build some team, and you want to refer each other, and that's great. That we do that with a couple of our businesses too. And I just want to tell you though, there is a point when you find out that a partner is not a good partner. An example was this last week, we were talking to a guy who had just started up. He was only a month old. We've been around for several years now, so we're mature and we have a good customer base, and we were just going to basically help this guy out. He had a service that we could have done internal, but we're like, yeah, let's get him rolling. Well, we're talking to this guy, and so as we're doing our non-compete, he's just really starting to bicker with us about this non-compete, and it was just because he didn't understand it, right? And the non-compete was pretty standard, and we were like, okay, well, do you want something to change? We can change some lines if it makes you more comfortable. And then he just kept arguing about things, and then he said something along the lines of like, wouldn't you think this line is somewhat academically dishonest? And I go, what are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? I said, I would never go into your organization and tell you something you did was academically dishonest. And I said, by the way, this was created by lawyers, not by me personally. And this is something we've used, 100 times at this point. And I still was somewhat patient with it. And then he just kept arguing about it. And he just wasn't understanding what the non-compete was about. So it's not the point of the non-compete. It's the point of when he was just argumentative. And that's how the relationship's going to go moving forward. You know that everything that you're going to do is going to have some sort of just constant pushback on it. And it's not going to be a smooth and easy and seamless synergistic relationship. So non-compete aside, that's not what I'm talking about, or I don't really even care about that. But what I do care about is dealing with that personality. We just ended by saying, hey, I don't believe this is going to be a good fit. Our organizations are not going to work well together. So I said, I wish you luck. You're good in your field, but as I always say, just because you know your business doesn't mean you know how to run a business, and clearly this guy demonstrated that. So anyway, there is a time and a place when somebody's just not right for you. So it's nice to have a big network, always be building your network, and always partner with people when you can. It's always great to bring other small businesses in and work and help each other out. But if you feel something in your gut and this just isn't right, it's better to listen to your gut than to keep dealing with somebody who's going to be argumentative or combative all the time. So there is a time to cut somebody off and just say, no, this relationship isn't going to work. Because trust me, you're going to stress out and think, well, he was the only one or she was the only one that could do that skill. Bull. That is absolutely not true. So use your network, use your friends' networks, and fill that role with somebody else. But the point of this video is to tell you there is a point where enough is enough, and some agreements just aren't going to work out. It's okay. C'est la vie, huh? It is what it is, and you move on. But don't let that get you down. Ditch the excuses, and let's get to work.